This is Petty with Good Intentions. I'm Gabby.
And I'm Ash.
Our thoughts are good. Our intentions are good, but our thoughts are petty. Ashley's gonna kill you.
I know, but it's in memory of her.
Yes.
Ash is out on, she's on assignment in the Middle East. She'll be back.
We love you, Ash. For all those who are listening and can't see our gorgeous faces, I'm sitting here with the other half of Nosey with Good Intentions, Kirk with the K.
The better half.
The better half, clearly. Thank you so much for being here.
Anytime.
I'm so happy you're here. I've been waiting for this episode.
I know.
Yeah, no offense, Michael. But yes.
He'll be okay.
He will.
Camera 2. I gotta be camera 2 today.
I'm camera 1. So today I would like to discuss with you flirting.
Girl, you know that's my struggle bus.
Well, I have a bigger struggle bus because I have said many times on our podcast about me being single, not getting my chicken. That's episode 39. Ashy Face, get that on YouTube. And of course, the Donut Glover body. But anywho, I've talked about
Was the chicken sex? I think I might have been too dumb to get it.
Yes. It was
Okay.
Yeah, because I said I want my chicken fried hard and I want it saucy and chicken.
You know, I had to ask what that was.
Bless.
Because you said wet.
Well,
you
I do
said
like my
fried
chicken.
hard and wet. And I looked at Only and I said, fried hard and wet? Like, how does that work? He said you put the sauce on after.
Yeah, you put the sauce
Okay. I went, oh.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah. I like fried hard chicken.
Okay.
And I do like it. I mean, I like it wet. I mean, I'm talking about real chicken. I'm not talking about
we're not talking about the chicken.
logistics. Yeah,
we're not talking about the whoppy.
Yeah. But the whoppy makes it wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great for you. I
don't know. Is it not?
What?
Is it not wet on the other way?
Oh, girl, I'm always ready. No, but I mean, it's we have to externally lubricate.
Okay, so there's it doesn't.
We don't produce within.
It doesn't produce.
Well, sort of. So once the juices are flowing, yeah. But it's not. I think the WAP starts that way, right? Aquafina.
Yeah, I mean, you have to get it that way. You know, it just isn't just.
You got to bake. Look, I tell Michael all the time, you got to preheat the oven.
Yeah, thank you. I love that. Preheat the oven. It has to be preheated.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't just throw it in there fried hard. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got to, got to put them in the special place. What is that? The gooey feeling. What was it?
I don't know.
The warm sensation.
The warm sensation. Oh, because yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Because I thought it did produce its own juices.
Y'all's does.
Like, okay.
Mine does later.
Oh, okay. Because that's what truffle butter is for women. You a Nicki Minaj fan?
Girl.
You know what truffle butter is.
Be a dickie. No, well, I do. I know the song. Yeah, and I know what it is. I know when I go, like, that's truffle butter. Because I think you put it back in.
And
and I'm like,
I don't think that's hygienic.
How do you clean it out? I know how I clean mine out.
How do you clean it out?
Well, you take a shit.
Really?
I mean,
I thought maybe
it's the anal cavity.
But I thought maybe it's like a douche.
Oh, enema. No, some people do that before.
Oh, okay.
Some people do that before, but it's not good for you.
Okay.
Because it takes out the good bacteria too.
Oh, well, yeah. That's
so like somebody
women.
that does it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like with women. If you douche, you take out the bad. I mean, the good and the bad bacteria. So it's like antibacterial. So
I love a douche. I love that you're calling it a douche.
Is it not?
Well, I'm Southern.
Oh.
And white. So we call it a douche.
Oh, I'm saying it wrong. It is a douche.
Is it?
It's a douche.
Okay.
I say douche.
Just here. In the undisclosed South. Okay.
Okay, so I went all the way.
That's fine. That's fine. You know I love a good derail. To the left, back to the right, whatever. So flirting. I'm not good at it. I'm I almost said something offensive, but like I'm very like, I'm down. Are you? Like, that's flirting.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I'll be like, You know what I mean?
No.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
What do you do? Do you do anything?
No. I'm terrible.
You don't even have to start.
Yeah, I don't even know where to begin.
But I feel like women don't have to.
Well, I mean, there's some slow men out there.
Because, ma'am, your boobies are out.
My boobies are out. That's episode 30 on YouTube.
That's all you have to do.
Mm-hmm. Well, no. I mean, because women who have bigger boobies, like this is Victoria's Secret. It is not a lot. Yeah. But they don't have to, because most men, like Michael, will look and they may or may not say something.
Michael's thirsty ass.
Yes. See, his thirst trap's on TikTok. That's TikTok. But
Nosey with good intentions.
Nosey with good intentions. But I wouldn't know how to approach a man to flirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would he know I'm flirty? Because I think I'm like, I have that friend zone disease or something. I think that's why I think I'm being put in friend zone.
Oh. Yeah,
I think that's what it is. It got to be.
I didn't think that men put women in a friend zone. Am I crazy?
I think they do. That's why I think I ain't got no man. Like, I'm friends with a few. Like, oh yeah, we cool. That's my homeboy.
I thought you were seeing somebody.
Okay, no.
I mean, I know it was just like, a little flirting, a little talking.
Okay. Which somebody is this?
Who the fuck knows? I don't know. Michael randomly says stuff and I half listen.
Well, we're not seeing each other.
Okay.
We just know each other because we were supposed to have seen each other a few times, but it didn't happen.
Well, it sounds like he's the problem, but I'm just guessing. Because here's my thing.
Yeah.
I post inspirational quotes on it.
I heard.
Because that's all I got. I don't know how to do social media, but one that I saw a while back is the people that want you make time for you.
That's true.
And that's so true.
That's true.
Just saying.
True. Yeah, you make time for the things you really want to make time for.
Correct.
So no one's that busy.
I don't care how many side hustles you got.
That's true.
Yeah. Nobody's that busy.
Nobody's that busy. Yeah, so I completely agree with that.
Okay, so let's talk about flirting, because I'm intrigued because you think you have to flirt. And I didn't think women had to flirt.
I mean, if a woman likes a man, unless she's going to sit there and hope that he says something, she got to put something out there first. That's like flirting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think you would say? Pretend it's me.
Okay.
I don't have my hair to flip now.
Hi.
Would you say, hey, daddy?
Hey, daddy.
But I think, hey. With a little, little bat of the eye.
Well, if it's a message like on Instagram, I can't say like
Girl, the brain.
Yeah. Or Facebook or Instagram, something like that.
So you're saying like a message?
Yeah, like, because one thing that I'm so against is calling people through social media. Like, just because we're friends don't mean we should talk. So, don't
somebody
call
called you?
Oh, I
like
did have
friend?
somebody call me. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
through Instagram.
What'd they say? Hey?
Yeah. Like, hey, Instagram friend. I was like,
were you like, bitch, why are you calling me?
I'm like, are you really calling me through Instagram? Well, yeah, I don't have your number.
Is it like FaceTime?
I think it's supposed to be in, but I have my camera on.
Oh, your camera was off?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It was like 2-something in the morning. Yeah.
I'd have been like, do you know what time it is?
Yeah,
I'm in the bed.
Well, I did tell them I was in the bed, but that opens up a whole doorway of, oh, you were in the bed, what you got on, or, that type. Yeah. So, yeah, that has happened to me. And I'm actually...
You should have said, girl, the WAP has dried up for you already. Thanks. Try again later with somebody else.
I'm assuming that works. If people do it, then it has to work on some people. I'm not going to call anybody.
If you try something 1,000 times, one of them's going to work out. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of them, there's always that girl.
Bless her.
That's like, it has been a while. Yeah. Sure. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like on the verge of being that girl. I'm like,
let me tell you. I know exactly how you feel. Because it's about 6 years for me. I had a little 6-year hiatus. Half of that I was in a relationship for. It's okay. Don't cry for me, Argentina, but whatever. So everything's fine now. But I mean, there's a point where you're like, I would pay you. Are you down? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there is a moment where you're like, it's getting a little tense up in here.
Yeah. Might as well. Sure.
Might as well. Why not?
Yeah, I'll be that one.
You breathing?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Don't die in the middle.
Right.
Don't scar me.
Right.
Yeah.
So I saw a video on TikTok. It was a stand-up comedian lady. Okay. And she said she don't want to be one of those people who are 40 and still single and start crossing things off the list. And she said, oh, he can't read? That's okay. I can read for the both of us. And I'm like, I feel like that touched me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah.
That touched the spirit.
That touched my soul right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah. What, me being 40?
Not you.
Oh, I was like,
I'm talking about a comedian lady.
Oh, yeah. She's hilarious. I love her. I don't know her name, but I think she's hilarious.
Can't be too funny.
Yeah.
She's so funny, I forgot her name laughing.
I don't know anybody's name.
Well, I'm bad with names too.
Yeah, I'm really bad with names.
Maybe that
I know
might be a flirting thing though.
Oh.
Like, let's come up with a name. I'm bad at names. Dante.
Okay.
In celebration.
In celebration of our location.
We're back in Dante's Inferno. Feels a lot better this time.
Oh, praise the Lord.
I was kidding, right?
Yeah. You're fine.
I said it, and Michael laughed, so I was like, I'm going to get him. Yep. I'm going to get him on the recording. But Dante, if you're like, hey, Andrew, that's not going to go well. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you got to know his name.
Right.
So, okay, let's do live versus texting, because I think that would be, let's start there. So let's do texting first.
Okay, let's do texting.
So texting, are you like just finding somebody random on the gram or the TikTok?
No, I'm not finding anybody. I'm just saying if I wanted to.
Are you on any of the dating apps?
No.
All right, let's start there.
Okay.
You need to go where people, sorry, camera one. Microphone two. We need to start on the dating apps because people there, not everybody, but the likelihood that you find somebody else that's also looking for someone to date would be on the dating apps.
Right.
So maybe we should start there. All right, let's talk through the dating app. So, christianmingle.com. I'm kidding. So, we'll just do the Tinder. Wait, is the Tinder one the sex one for straight people?
I don't know. Yeah,
for the gay people, it's not the sex one.
Plenty of fish. Why would you know that?
Where did you come from that? Oh, he done called himself out.
Well, yeah.
Our producer is confessing sin. So we'll do plenty of fish. Apparently, we've been fed through the microphone plenty of fish.
Plenty of fish.
So plenty of fish. We see Dante.
Okay.
We like Dante because Dante's cute.
Yes.
So what are we going to say? How are we going to, after we've matched or whatever? I forgot how to do it. You swipe, something's good and something's bad, whatever.
Hello? Is what you say?
All right, let's try 2 words. Let's start with 2 words and go from there.
Hi, Dante.
There we go.
Okay.
Put the name out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Dante. So Dante says back, what's up? That's what Michael says. What's up?
What's up? I like your picture. I mean, what do you, I don't know what to say. Like.
God, let me think. Maybe something specific about the picture.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just make, we made it up.
I see you work out. I'm loving the V. Because in my mind, Dante, I have a V.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice V.
Nice V.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
But see, that's easy on a dating app because I know that he's assuming to be single because they're not always single on there. And he's looking. So I can be like, oh, I like that V,
Yeah.
Let's get together.
You want to be me? You want to see my V?
You want to see my V? Well, I know that.
Okay.
But in regular life, because dating apps aren't real. To me, they are. Because people are always going to put their best, what they think makes them attractive. They're going to put that forward. Not necessarily on like Instagram and Facebook. They just posting their happy moments.
So you're trying to sneak in the DMs.
Yes.
Okay.
How do I slide up in them DMs?
I just think, hey, nice V.
What if he doesn't have a V? Like, hey.
Well, we gotta come up with something.
Okay.
I mean, he's attracted you somehow.
Right.
So, hey, nice, whatever was attractive about him to you based off his picture.
Nice smile.
We were fed through the microphone. Yeah. Microphone number 2. Earpiece. Shit, I keep saying microphone. Earpiece number 2.
Nice smile. Yeah, I can do a nice smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make sure they're smiling.
I know. That's because most men don't smile in pictures. They
because they want to look hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or sad. Sometimes it comes out sad.
It do come out sad. Or like, and or Michael's.
He looked like he was
constipated.
Oh my God.
I hate he missed that.
Yeah.
But
he'll get to hear it later. Okay, so sliding into the DMs, again, I feel like as a woman, hey, nice, insert whatever's nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I'm just not good at it. Or I'm not good at keeping it going. How about
Has anybody DM'd you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And it was not great.
Oh.
So.
What? Give me an example.
Okay. Backstory. True story.
So we can fix these people.
Okay, so there's this guy who's on social media, and he posts a lot about wanting to be in a relationship and treating a woman like a queen and all that good stuff. That's a red flag to me.
Hella thirsty, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, not that there's, I mean, I don't know if there's anything wrong with him, but to me, it's like, okay. And he refers to himself in third person sometimes.
That's gross.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
So anywho, so at one point
on social media.
On social media.
Yeah.
So at one point he was talking to my best friend in her DMs and telling her stuff. You know, for an example, he said he liked to have sex 5 times a day.
Okay.
All right. So, and then she was like, you know, that ain't for me. And then he kind of like just disappeared, which was fine with her because she was just being nice.
Right.
So then they come to me and I'm like, okay, first of all, no, because you was just talking to my best friend. And he's like, well, no, we didn't do anything. We didn't go on a date. We didn't have sex or nothing. I'm like, that's really not the point. I mean, unless I'm being child, I'm like, that's really not the point.
No. Here's the problem. Me and Michael have talked about this before. I don't want to be number 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If I wasn't your first pick and I know I wasn't your first pick, kill yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, like you, it was my friend.
If I think I was your first pick, great.
Yeah.
But if I know I wasn't your first pick,
yeah, that's what I'm like. Okay, so really, only reason why you are talking to me is because
she turned you down for your 5 times a day.
Yeah, I'm like,
we need to find one of those. Here's what we'll have to find something that's like a tree, and it says "wrong tree" with a dog barking of it.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then you just send that. To him, you know what I mean, or people like him.
Yes, but
okay,
and so
because that is weird that he. I mean, here's my thing. If you can do 5 times a day, more power to you.
Right.
But
there's
sometimes people just need to be tired.
Yes, you know what I mean? Like, do you not work? You know, that's the whole thing. Like, where's this energy coming from? Like,
oh, is that his job?
I don't know what he does.
Maybe he might be on for OnlyFans, whatever.
OnlyFans.
Whatever.
I don't think he's on OnlyFans. I don't know. I don't know. He might be. I don't know his life, but I do know that 5 times a day is just.
Let's start with, was the one good?
Right.
Like you're already setting the expectation that we're going to hit this 5 times.
Yeah.
Can we see if one's good? Don't you think?
I agree.
You're setting a lofty goal.
Yeah, he
That's why when people, that's like, okay, so on the gay apps, they like to do the whole, big and hung or whatever. And I'm like, I'll decide.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll decide whether that was worth it or not.
Right.
For me.
Yeah.
You can decide if I was worth it or not for you, but I'll decide. Yeah,
because who thinks they suck? Wow, I wonder if that's...
Producer, you okay? You okay in there? Go ahead.
But that threw me off a little bit. I'm like, oh my God, like, I hope they can't hear that.
I hope they can.
Thanks, producer.
Just in case y'all didn't hear, that was a hella flush. There was a lot that had to go down for that one. Girl, the neighbor heard that one. We just didn't hear him in there struggling. Oh, bless it. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So 5 times a day, I'm all for... Yeah.
I think sex is great. I do. I think it's beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Do it. Just do it if you're going to do it. Just do it. Package it up nicely, but do it. But 5 times a day, like 5 times a week, okay, reasonable. I'm good with that. But a day. Like do you know?
We ain't got nothing else to do.
You ain't got nothing else to do. You ain't got no job.
You can't come up with anything else to do all day long.
Yeah, that's one of his requirements for his woman. And I'm like, well, clearly I don't fit your requirements. So again,
wrong tree. We just need to send that.
Yeah,
wrong
I need
tree.
to get that.
Barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah. So I
don't know if it's real. Maybe we can make it.
I'm sure they have one somewhere. They have everything. Etsy. Etsy has everything. I love Etsy.
Do you know how to make one of those?
Mm-hmm.
GIFs?
I
whatever?
do.
I don't know how to make one.
Yeah, I know how to.
I learned how to put words. Let me tell you. I learned how to put words on Instagram. You know, when you share on your story, I figured out how to put words on there. Well, here's the problem. You know, I'm from the undisclosed country.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't, social media is not, it doesn't just click for me. Like half the time it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So like, Only's very good at it. I'm not good at it at all.
Okay.
So I mean, like, you know, I put a post up and it takes me an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a whole lot of effort.
You know what? And I'm going to do the Michael Snap for you to learn how to do the work. Slowly
but surely.
Yeah. I don't know the TikTok. Like, I can't do anything on TikTok, but I can do
I downloaded the
Instagram.
app. That's as far as I've gotten.
That's as far as I can do. I tried doing videos. They just didn't come out right. They look fuzzy. They don't look as clear as Instagram does. So I didn't
even log in.
Oh.
I didn't even create a login. We have a TikTok and I didn't even create a But I will say, I did create the Nosey Instagram.
Oh, awesome.
That was me. Yeah. I haven't done shit with it since. Michael's very good at it, though.
He is. He is very good at it.
I'm just here to be dumb. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just here to be like, waka, waka, waka. You know what I mean? Like, Michael's really running the Nosey brand. I'm just like, I'm here.
Yeah, same thing with Petty. Yeah, I'm here. Shout out to Michael. We appreciate you, bruh. What would we be without you?
But yeah.
But, wrong tree.
Yeah, wrong tree. I feel like me and Michael talked about this one time where, like, men seem to not handle well, like, you being like, I don't even meet the first requirement.
Yeah.
And they're like, I can change. No. And they're like, devastated.
Yeah.
I have my whole opinion on that. But anyway, so, I mean, but we're going to flirting. That's a different topic.
Yeah.
Sorry. So flirting, do you flirt in real life? Like, do you try in real life?
Mm-mm.
Me either.
I don't think I don't think that I'm a flirter.
Yeah.
Like, no one's ever told me, oh, you're such a flirt, because I don't. Like, if I meet somebody and I talk to them, oh, yeah. I don't think I'm flirting. I think I'm just being friendly because,
being nice.
Yeah.
Because my mom told me to be nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm nice to you twice, I might like it. Even just as a friend.
Uh-huh.
If I talk to you once and I'm like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's kind of
I got to save my energy.
Yeah. For the people that you do
the
like.
people that I'm making time for.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. So I'm terrible at it. I am. I don't know how to flirt. I don't think I ever had to. Like.
Because you're a female.
Well.
All right. Let's go back in time. You don't have to name any names. But you can if you want to. But tell me about one where you feel like I might have flirted on that one and it worked.
Awkward silence. None of them.
You didn't flirt at all. They came to you.
Mm-hmm.
So what did they do when they came to you? Pick one and tell me what they did. And then I'll judge them. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I was at I want to use that one. I'm trying to think of the appropriate one to use.
We love a good inappropriate one.
Okay, Facebook. I got an inbox that said,
"Okay,
hello,
Grand Rising."
Oh, praise God, no!
I love the Grand Rising.
I told my best friend, I said Grand Rising Queen, and she was like, "I'm hanging up on you." I don't understand that prophet, Egyptian king, queen.
Oh, it's
thing.
Egyptian.
I don't know what they get it from. You know, where they have like those. Are they dogs with the asps on? You know,
Egypt. Yeah.
Are those dogs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dog face.
Yeah, them.
That's Grand Rising.
I mean, that's what they have like that as a background picture, or they put like a a triangle with an eye, I don't know, a pyramid.
Oh, the all-seeing eye of Horus.
Yeah, Horus,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know who that is. But
somebody trying to call and flirt. We ain't got time for you.
Yeah. I don't want to flirt with you. But yeah, I don't like the Grand Rising.
Okay, so Facebook. And they said.
And it was like, hey, pretty lady.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, hi, how are you? Like, It's not really flirty. Like, and I showed it to my sister because she has a man, she's married. So clearly she might know what to do. I don't know. Okay. And she was like.
Sometimes people fall into a man. I'm not speaking of her. Sorry, girl. I'm not speaking specifically of her here on the Petty Podcast. But, some people just fall in. That's what I think I did. I just fell into somebody. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what to trip over so I can fall into somebody.
I'll have to interview only and see what happened.
Yeah. I need to interview only so I can see what I need to say.
Yeah. I don't think I said anything.
You don't?
I think I said, did you want to do it? I think that's what I said. Probably
Maybe
not.
I should say that. I say, hey.
You could.
Do you want to do it?
You're like, here's what you do. You change your name to Aquafina. I love the raptresses. Aquafina's not a good one. Dasani. Because that sounds like a name.
Yeah.
You could be like, Dasani Gabby. Styled by Dasani. Okay, anyway. So he said on Facebook, so pretty lady, that was it.
He was like, hi, pretty. I think he said, hi, pretty lady. Okay. But it was something in that.
Okay.
That
and you're like, I'm in.
I was like, oh, that was nice because it was a complete shift from let me eat you out to you, squirt, or something like that. Because that's what I get. I don't get the flirt. I just get, hey, I want to. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that like that.
That was wonderful. That was wonderful. I love how you just said it out.
That's how
without hesitation, which means you've gotten it a lot.
I've gotten it a lot.
Well, but here's my question, though, women. Okay, if a guy starts that way, then you know what the deal is.
Yeah.
But if you're like, some of those women like take a screenshot and post it on menarelosers.com or whatever it is. And so what men do is they see that and they go, all right, I'm not going to do that. So then they get to, hey, pretty lady.
I know. And
but really, hey, pretty lady means I want to taste the
eat you out till you
squirt. Till you squirt.
Yeah.
Is that everybody?
Squirting?
Yeah. I thought that was peeing.
No, okay, so squirt and pee, this is a lesson, are not the same thing. So.
Have you seen that video of that girl where she's got her pillow? She's got like one tooth. And she's like, it's not pee, it's squirt.
No, I
we'll have to find it. We'll have to find it.
Oh, yeah, it's not pee. Squirt is like water.
Because it looks like pee.
No, it's clear.
What I'm saying is, in the videos, it looks, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It looks as though it's just time to pee.
Yeah. Yeah, so at first I'm thinking, okay, that's nasty, that's pee.
Yeah.
But I did a little research on it because, it's not something that I do.
Is it a real thing?
It's a real thing.
Okay.
It just, out.
That seems like a lot.
It looked like it hurt. It does. Like, have you seen the videos?
Okay, most women no offense, most women in adult films, they tend to look like they're in pain. Yeah,
so I'm like, I don't think I ever want to do that because it looked like it.
Yeah.
Because she's like, and I'm
on her own face.
And that could be her own face, yeah. It could be her own. I don't think mine is like, I don't know what mine looks like. I've never seen.
You're like, I'm cute. My own face. My own face is duck face. But here's the thing, though. When it's good, you have to try to contain the noise.
Do you?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay.
I don't know. Just hit. You know what I mean? And you're like, But you can't. If like on the videos, sometimes I'm like, those women are screaming for their life, and I'm like,
okay, I don't believe all that. That ain't
sometimes.
Real. Yeah,
that ain't real.
Yeah.
But like when you can tell someone's like trying to hold back the moan and it escapes anyway, that's when you're like,
Okay, but a moan is different than that's different.
Yeah, it is different.
It's different. So, but I don't
because that's not sexy. But they do it all the time.
That's why I can't watch them because she gets. I mean, the woman. I'm like, I gotta listen to this the whole time. Well,
that's the better way to do it. Mute it.
But I would like to hear the sounds. I mean, that's the intensity, right? It's like an experience.
Yeah.
Like oh yeah. But now all you hear is nothing. You're like, is it great?
You can just imagine the sound. You got to find a good one though.
Okay.
Because I'm the type of person, like, I'm very picky when it comes to adult films for myself. Because, it's me time.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen often because, whatever. But if you're not into it, or if you haven't convinced me that you're into it, I'm not into this.
Yeah. I
got to be able to take your place, and I'm always into it. Do you know what I mean? So I can't take your place if you're not into it.
Right. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but don't scream.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's very nice.
I'm like, no. Yeah. That sounds like a horror film.
Yeah, it does. I can't do it.
The call's coming from inside the house. So anyway, Facebook said, "Hey, pretty lady." What did he say after that?
He asked me how I was doing and some other stuff. My, just how old are you? What school
age, sex,
did you
location.
go to?
What school do you go to?
What school I went to? High school.
Oh, went to. Okay.
Stuff like that. I guess seeing if we knew mutual people and conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Not right to the wop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not right to it. So I mean, not that if you write me, I'm not encouraging you to write me. But if you write me and say, "Hey, I want,"
she's encouraging. She's encouraging you to try your best. We're gonna filter out for her, but try your best.
I mean, if you write to the point, "Hey, I just want to knock you off," I respect that because I know exactly that's what you want, and I can easily say, "I'm good, but thank you."
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying this dude is doing that at all, but I respect that. That's what you want. You put it up front. You're not wasting my time.
Right.
So,
because it is better. I mean, you're going to get a lot more no's because I think women have been trained to say no first, especially that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But there's going to be one, maybe two. But I mean, it works. It clearly has to work at least every so often.
I think it works with. I mean, it doesn't work with me. I can't say who it works with. It doesn't work with me.
My friend Biscuit, it would have worked with her.
Oh, okay.
Because she just, she was looking for love.
Oh.
She was looking for love, and she thought it was through the WAP that she was going to get love.
Oh, yeah.
I think,
I think I was there when I was young.
Well, and I can understand why women would think that way, because guys, so there's this comedian. And he talks about one of his jokes. I'm not going to say it funny, but one of his jokes is he's talking about this lady that came to his show. Mm-hmm. And she comes up to him after the show and she says, "I'm horny like a man." And he goes, "No." And so he tells her this story, all to say he ends up going to this porn store and the man at the counter says, "We have a glory hole in the back." And he said, "I was ready to go to the glory hole. And then a split second I went, is it a girl or a guy?" And he goes, "Do you see any other cars in the parking lot?" The guy that ran the store. Uh-huh. And so he took him a second and he went, "I almost went." Because, through the glory hole, I still don't know. Uh-huh. But now I know it's him.
Oh,
Since he popped my bubble because I figured out, it's you.
Yeah.
But had I not asked that question, I was headed that way. Mm-hmm. Have you ever gotten, and so he says to this woman, "Have you ever gotten down on your knees at the glory hole?" He said, "Then you're not as horny as a man is." But I think there's only a few men. I don't think that's the majority of men.
I would know. I
don't know.
Would know.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I kind of hope not.
It's not really good for the woman, though, a glory hole. We don't have one of those. I mean, we have a glory hole.
Stop taking my words.
We have a glory hole. But we don't have one too frequent. You know what I'm saying? Like there isn't, like we can't go to a store and there's like a.
Oh, anybody can go to the glory hole. At this store.
Oh, so you just
have to go to the store.
Oh.
You have to drive there first.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like we go to the store and there's like.
Yeah.
Oh. And you just like put your butt up to the hole or.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I guess it works both ways.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Is that in Greenville? Tennessee?
I don't know where the comedian was.
Greenville, Tennessee.
Arkansas.
Or Indiana. I'm not saying I want to know where it is. Let me clarify.
You're like, how far is it? We should go one day. We'll go and then we'll report back.
Yeah.
I used to go to the one in Greensville, Borough, South
Dakota.
North Dakota.
Oh, yeah.
No, I used to go when I was in college. Mm-hmm. Across the street from the college was a porn store, which I thought was smart to set your business up beside the college.
That's very smart.
And so me and a few friends, we went several times.
Oh.
Not to that part of the building, but, to
is it like a
see what the latest releases were. Oh, I don't know. I didn't ask. Let me tell you, look, when I tell you that I was overprotected and naive about everything, I'm still that way.
Oh, okay.
Like when I say I only know 3 positions, it's because I genuinely don't really know.
Oh.
Well, here's what I'm going to say. So I'm going to respond to you and Michael. Here's what me and Michael were talking about. Mm-hmm. We were saying like missionary.
Okay.
If you take that missionary position and put them up against the wall, mm-hmm. you're still in the missionary position. You're just now against a wall instead of on a bed. Do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's sort of like he was talking about the wheelbarrow. It's still hitting it from the back. You know what I mean? You're doggy style with the legs up. Uh-huh. The legs become the wheelbarrow arms. Right. But I understand, between me and you, I understand what you're talking about because if you turn a different way, she gets hit in a different spot.
Right.
Kitty cat.
Yeah.
So I'm with you.
Okay.
But the position still remains, it's this position.
Okay.
Cowgirl, reverse. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's the same idea. I think that's what me and Michael were getting at.
Yeah.
But I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, it hits different.
It does.
It hit different. Okay, so I agree. Yeah. I will agree with that. That in general is...
Yeah. But it's still if you're laying on the bed versus on the wall, the position is still the same.
Yes. It seems a little bit more difficult on the wall, but...
Girl, trying to hold somebody up.
Oh, my gosh.
Who got time for that?
Yeah, then you're on your tippy toes, you really can't do... It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Here's the deal. If it's more work, it becomes unsexy.
Yeah, to me, I'm no longer excited.
Yeah.
As if you had to put in all that work.
Like, damn, you gonna make me go to work?
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong.
No, working is
Throw
fun.
it back.
Yes.
Throw it back in a heartbeat. But if you're gonna make me like do a lot of extra stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I ain't trying to do no push-ups. You know what I mean?
Well, push-ups are nice.
Like on you? Are you doing the push-up?
No, he's doing the push-up.
I just said we're not doing the push-up.
I know what I'm saying, but I'm like, I think they're nice. Do the push-up.
Are you under him on the push-up?
Yes, you have. Okay, so
So you're talking about pelvic thrust. Pelvic push-up. Are you saying like actual like hands on the floor push-up?
Mm-hmm. From it would be.
Say it louder. Say it proud. Say it proud, girl.
It's in the booty hole.
Oh, you do the anal? Not all women do the anal.
I have.
Because there's no like real thing back there for y'all, really. I mean, I guess unless it touches the front.
No, there's a sensation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a gooey sensation?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, mine get moist. I didn't know if that was something wrong with me.
Yeah, not everybody.
Oh gosh. But yeah, it's well.
That petty pity. No, I don't know. That would be a tough one.
Yeah.
Push-ups. I'm trying to picture it.
Yes.
You're doing push-ups.
I'm not doing anything.
I mean, they're doing push-ups.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot more energy, though.
I mean, for them. Not for me.
True. Yeah. I mean, I like to participate.
Yeah. I mean, and I do too. I get my participation trophy, I guess. I do. I like to, because that's why I say it's great. It's fun to do it with somebody that you really enjoy.
That you're into.
That you're into. Like, but just laying there is like, okay, you gotta go.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
True. Yeah. If both people are not into it, it seems like a waste of time.
Yeah.
Because then it's just beating up nothing.
Yeah. That's not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
You start looking at your watch. I don't even wear a watch. I'm just looking at skin. Like, we good.
You're like, okay, I would stop it.
Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. I gotta go. I just remembered I got an appointment. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, boo.
I would just be honest. Like, I'm sorry.
You are the honest one.
I am honest. I'm sorry, this isn't great. Like, we gotta stop.
I love how you're like, let me punch you in the nose, and then I'll clean up the bleeding. I like your approach.
But what you want to know, like, if I was terrible, tell me what you...
Yeah. Don't say the word terrible per se. Don't be like, what is it Michael says? This shit is trash. Don't tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, girl.
I mean, it's not always what you say, it's how you say it. So you can say, this isn't working for me.
Do you think you can make it better? Is it positioning?
I feel like I can teach anybody to do what I want them to do to me the way I want it done.
Absolutely.
So it's just like, this isn't working for me, but let's try this. You know, I would do like, this is a problem, but this is me fixing it. Not, this is, okay, at one point I did say, this is terrible, we're done, whatever. And that was a long time ago. I was young, but now it's like, okay, you know what, this isn't working for me, but how about but again, that's been forever ago.
You know what just popped in my head? When you said, but I can fix it. I was like, Bob the Builder, can she fix it? That would be a great porn. Barbara the Builder, can she fix it?
Yeah, I agree.
Educational. Maybe porn videos should become instructional videos.
They should be instructional videos.
Because you know they're fake. Do you know what I'm saying? Though?
Yeah.
Like they line them up, the camera angles, the lighting. Yeah. Speaking of lighting.
Lighting by Gabby.
Girl, we are lit in this. I can't keep looking over here because then I look at you and all I see is stars. But, well, okay. Yeah, maybe they should become instructional videos.
I think they should, only because and this was kind of like responding to the other "Can I Spit in Your Mouth" episode.
Did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it. Hilarious, by the way. I laughed, and even though I was like sitting right there.
Oh, was that okay? I was about to say, was that the one your arm was in?
That was my arm was in.
I was like, you couldn't even crop her arm out?
Yeah, I was like, my arm was right there. But even though I heard the initial recording, it was still hilarious listening to it a second time. I don't know how I kept quiet sitting next to y'all. But men see that, and then that's something that they want to try. Because Michael said that men do get inspiration from those adult films. Yeah. But how do you know you're doing it right? Like, you can see them doing it, like the wheelbarrow.
But
you can mess that up.
You don't see what all the prep was to do that moment.
Right.
That's the part so going back to like the DMs. So when he was like, what did he say?
Hey, pretty lady?
No, the bad one.
Oh, can I eat you out till you squirt?
Yeah. He saw a video of that. Mm-hmm. He doesn't know how to do that. He just saw a video of that. That's the problem. Yeah. If there was a thing that showed, here's all the setup that we did to do this moment. And here's the water bottle that she went and squirted water out so you thought it was coming from the whoppy. You know what I mean?
Right. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
But it's...
Because it's a job.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, they're
really
still putting it in. But I mean, it's a job.
I mean, it's a fun job. Unless, I mean... change that.
You sign it up. When
you know how you do what you love, you know, if it's not a job if you're doing what you love. I'm not saying that I would ever, that would be my profession. Nothing's wrong with that. I think it's great and wonderful, but that is the one thing that you do where you're exercising all the muscles in your body is sex. If you're doing it right. That's what I was told. I don't know.
I don't know if that's true completely.
I mean, so if you're doing it, okay, you're getting your ab workout.
But you're not getting the ab workout.
No, maybe not. But you working on your glutes, you kind of...
Sometimes it's a good stretch.
Yeah, I mean, it's exercise. So it's like a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's many calories.
You don't think so?
I think it's like 30, 40 calories. It's not much.
Really?
Yeah. We'll have to look it up later.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
We'll report back here on the Educational Petty Podcast. We'll have to look that up. But it's not much. It's not much at all. Like, you'd be better off walking on a treadmill for 30 minutes.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Or 10 minutes even.
I mean, all that work and you only burn 30 calories. You can't be doing it right if you only burn 30 calories.
I'm just saying what the people said. You know they.
When I get some chicken, I'll report back. Because I think you should at least burn about 1,000 or something.
Oh, listen, I've been getting the chicken. And let me tell you, when it's over, I'm like, yes! You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, you know, I'm like, okay, that was great.
Really? You don't be like
oh, I mean, but you know, like, you're like, oh, yes, that was it, you know. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to put my whole stuff out there, you know.
Okay, I was talking about, I
didn't want to put my own face on the video. No, that's Michael's TikTok picture. That's his TikTok face. He was trying to be dirty.
You have to see it.
We'll try to convince him to release it.
Yes.
We'll try. Special. Little special.
Maybe he can insert it here.
At least a still frame.
Yeah. Something.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Please do.
Oh, God. So I think neither one of us are good at flirting because I have no advice to give you. Truly. Okay. I mean, honestly, sorry, people, if y'all were looking for advice. I mean, I genuinely, I'm just like, I think you're attractive. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you want to do me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm available.
Right, but what if you don't want to go there? You're like, I want to get to know you.
Well, both.
Okay. I think you can do both.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't think straight men are capable of doing both.
Well, but here's the thing, though. Me and Only, our first date, we were supposed to have lunch at 11 o'clock. Mm-hmm. That was it. Our whole plan was lunch at 11 o'clock, and then I was going to drive away, and he was going to drive away. So we were meeting for lunch. Lunch turned into, I left at 10 o'clock at night. But we didn't do anything sexual.
The peanut gallery disagree.
But then, 2 days later, I had a visitor from Only.
Okay.
But we had gotten to know each other all day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
just
wonderful.
Sort of the basic information.
Yeah. I think that is wonderful.
Yeah.
We're going to lunch, end up being an all-day thing.
Yeah.
I really think that's really sweet.
Yeah. Earpiece number 2 is telling me there's a butt coming.
But that doesn't happen that's not the norm, though.
You don't think so?
I don't think. Okay, I saw that.
Are we special?
I think y'all are
extraordinary.
Have you seen the movie Lovebirds on Netflix?
Oh, no.
Oh.
No.
Okay, so.
I haven't had any of that stuff for a long time.
Oh.
Like, I haven't had cable for 10 years.
Is Netflix?
I haven't had Netflix in, I can't tell you how long. I did offer to get Netflix, but we're currently streaming it.
Okay,
illegally. My earpiece is saying we're getting it for free right now. Currently.
Yeah, because I heard the earpiece. Well, you should watch Lovebirds. And the only reason why I say that is because that's how they started out, where they went for a date and they end up spending like all day and all night together, and it was sweet.
But so you can do that.
But the other person has to be willing to do that.
If the other person is not willing, she was the wrong one.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you start with, like, okay, so for me and Only, like, I don't know his perspective, but from my perspective, like, I was excited, a date, you know, I thought he was very handsome. But you never know, you know what I mean, until you get there.
Right.
Almost said something defensive. You know what I mean? You never know. You just never know. Because they might, you know, they might come in the restaurant. But it's, but like within seconds, I was like, oh yeah.
Okay.
I want to continue seeing you. I hope you feel the same.
Right.
But I didn't say, I might have said it out loud. I don't remember. But I definitely thought it.
Earpiece 2, was that said out loud?
Maybe he doesn't remember.
Okay.
So, but you know what I mean? Like, but clearly we spent the whole day together. So, I mean, he wanted to as well.
Right.
But I mean, we would have had, just based off his picture, how would you even know that?
Right.
Based off my picture, how would you even know that? He didn't like my picture. By the way, look, my earpiece said, No, I hated my picture. He was like, I almost swiped whatever the wrong one is. Earpiece says left.
Left.
From the one that doesn't have the app. Damn sure knew which way to swipe, didn't he? But yeah, he almost swiped the go away way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I had lost a lot of weight.
Oh.
My cropped out picture. It was so it was a family photo. And I zoomed in on me.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't really have a picture.
Oh.
And so he was like, but then I swiped to the next picture of me. And he went, okay, I'll just give this one a shot.
Okay. Well, thank God for that second picture, right? Yeah.
Right.
Thank goodness. So.
But I mean, what I'm saying is, so first of all, you need to get on the dating apps. I didn't realize you weren't on the dating apps.
Yeah, no.
But I mean, those moments happen because two people want to spend time together. Like if he didn't want to spend time with me, that we would have just had lunch and gone on.
Mm-hmm. So how did you know that you wanted to? Did you ever feel awkward to where it's like, should I leave or should I stay? Am I overstaying my welcome?
What do you mean?
When you were spending the day together.
Oh no! When it's natural, it's oh Jesus. Producers now not even talking in the earpiece anymore. He's just standing up randomly and talking. Well, okay, we're reminded that we're replying to an episode, but we haven't replied to the episode yet. But what was I going to say?
When it's natural.
When both people are feeling it, it just continued. Like I think I want to say, my memory's horrible, but I want to say at the end of lunch, we went to a mall that was nearby. But I don't remember if I said I wanted to go to the mall or he said he wanted to go to the mall and invited me. My earpiece is saying he asked me to go to the mall with him. And I was like, yeah.
Okay.
So like we made it a whole day. Got manis and petties.
Really?
Watched a movie. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that sounds exciting. Oh.
So now we do like $5 movies out of the Walmart bin.
I love it.
I do too.
Yeah, dating on a budget.
It's fun.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. So.
You can borrow some.
Oh, I'm a DVD player.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hear my earpiece says there's one in the one that got left here.
Oh. Oh yeah, I heard it's in the garage.
In the Raj garage.
In the garage. Oh, that's so romantic. I love that.
It's
great.
Cute.
That's a great first date.
But I think when both people are on that, you just know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good.
But like if we've tried to hunt, like somebody else that I talked to well before me and Only talked, it was just like we could never find time. Mm-hmm. We could never find time. It was just you start to realize like, oh, you can't find time, and that's okay. That's not personal to me because you don't really know me.
Yeah,
that's something more about you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
So,
I know.
Poo on you.
Yeah, you're lost. That's why I say you're lost.
Yeah.
Even though
you missed out on. I mean, my thing is like me and Macaroni and Cheese. When I first downloaded the first app, that was a whole ordeal. I don't know a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. I can get down, but I don't know a lot of stuff. But if you like tell me something, I'll be like, okay, yeah, let's try it.
Yeah.
So me and Macaroni and Cheese, when we first sat down, he was like, they're going to say things. If you don't know what they mean, just ask them or text me and ask me and I'll tell you what it means. And I mean, some of the stuff that was sent to me pre my picture showing up blew my mind. Like I was like, the hell are y'all talking about? What is this?
Right.
So that was a little scary. Mm-hmm. So anyway, so be prepared for both ends of the spectrum. You're going to get the people that are like, hey, pretty lady, and actually mean it. Mm-hmm. And you're going to get the ones that say, hey, pretty lady, or let me touch that. Let me get that kitty cat. Or, whatever. You're going to get sort of a spectrum of people.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But if you're really looking to actually like go out on dates and meet people, I don't know how anybody does it without dating apps nowadays.
Okay. Yeah, I've never done them, but I mean, I'm not against them in any way. It's just I was like, let me just try my luck. Maybe how you have to go out and look for opportunities or whatever. They're not just going to come to your door.
Right.
I was at the point where, if it's meant for me, it'll be sent to me. Like, no, there's not just going to be a fine man that knocks on your door and be like, hey, I'm here to date you. Let's go. So I guess putting yourself out there is really the
I have a real life example of that.
Really?
And she's still waiting for them to knock on the door.
Really? See, that's yeah. I used to think that. Yeah. I mean, not literally come knock on the door, but I'm figuring like I'll be at the mall and they'll just appear.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes it happens that way. Yeah. Most times it don't. Yeah. But yeah, I know that.
I do think it's still possible for two people to meet in the world. Mm-hmm. But I think when you're both on I think what makes the apps work for a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people, is the fact that you're both on there and you're both on there for the same reason and you find each other.
Yeah. The intention is there. Love that. Yeah. So
now we're supposed to reply, apparently.
With that being said.
Earpiece B says that we're supposed to reply to the episode. So what did you think?
Okay, so I thought the episode, and even though it may not have meant to be this way, it was very like pulling on your heartstrings. Yeah, I'm like, that sucks. I mean,
that sucks for you. Okay,
it just. I'm sorry. Thank you, producer.
I'm just in. We have plenty of time. Did you hear it on the earpiece as well?
I did hear it. Like, thank you.
Okay. So you thought it was.
I thought it was
bless
very,
your heart.
Yeah, like the heartwarming.
Yeah.
I agree. Because the episode was about basically telling people that they're proud of them or, right?
Do people tell you they're proud of you? Because you're female.
Yeah, they do.
If they don't, I'm so sorry. We could cut that out. Producer, you thought real hard about that. I'm so sorry.
You know what? I think that, yes, people have told me they're proud of me. So thank you for the people that are proud of me that I know and do not know. Yeah. For our thousands of listeners, wherever you are. I'm prophesizing, by the way. Yeah. But I think a lot of it can be, I know you're proud of me, but I really want this person to be proud of me. So you know what I'm saying? Like it means something when someone says, I'm proud of you. You know, but you're like, yeah, you're going to be proud. You know me, but I really want where you want that
I thought you were like, fuck your pride. I want daddy to tell me he's proud of me.
Yeah, that type of thing. Like
I feel you.
I kind of.
The daddy tissue.
Yeah.
It comes up a lot. I think that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel bad for Michael too.
I didn't want to call him out, but yeah.
We're petty. We're being petty today.
Yeah. So when he said, I was like, oh. Yeah. Like, because I'm proud of him.
Yeah, we're going to have to do the daddy tissue episode. Yeah. It's coming. I feel it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's needed. You know, sometimes you got to get it out.
Sometimes you got to get it out. And I think we're not allowed as men, even queers, we're not allowed to get it out. Do you know what I mean? Mm. We're not allowed to, it's either anger or happy. Like you're there's no in between. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that is... I don't think that sucks. I mean, I don't know the right word to say stuff. Oh, that sucks. I think that you should be able to get it out, tell how you feel, and not be babied or, you know, because, you know, sometimes you say you express your frustrations and then now everybody's like walking on eggshells around you. Like, you're like, no, I'm just, I had a bad moment. Like, you don't have to walk, you know, so, or it doesn't make you look weak or whatever. Yeah, because we all have. I got daddy issues. So I think, I know you're not saying everybody does, but a lot
I met your dad, didn't I?
Yes, you did. You did. You did. You did. And
nice.
He is great, wonderful. I wouldn't trade him for anybody in the world, but I have
everybody has their own.
A lot of issues.
People love my dad, but they're not his child.
Yeah.
Like people really like my dad because he is super friendly, and he's genuinely friendly.
Yeah.
But when you're his child, it maybe doesn't come across as much. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not going to do the daddy tissue episode right now, but you have to join us for the daddy tissue episode.
I would love to.
So we can all have our daddy tissue together. Yes. But it's one of those things where I think because, like, I think what me and Michael were talking about specifically more than, you know, once we got past the dad, like, I think everybody has a parent that they wish would say, I love you more, or I'm proud of you more often, or whatever, or at least once. But past that, I think next for what we were talking about was friends. You know, do you just as a friend to a friend, do you have those moments where you look at your friends and say, you did that, girl? You know what I mean?
Oh, man, I feel terrible.
You're like, fuck them hoes. I don't tell them I'm proud of them for nothing. You've never said it at all? Like to any friend?
No,
You're like, this bitch got something better than me. I'm not about to tell her she's good.
When my friend, my bestie, we call her Tammy Faye on Petty. When she got her house, I was very proud of her. I think I told her that. If I didn't tell you, boo, you know I've always been proud of you. I was so happy for her. You know, I was there. Like, what do you need help with? Like, I was just showing. I mean, I know I was there and being very helpful, but I don't know if I actually said but I am proud of her. Ash with her business, I told her I was proud. Yeah, I've told Ash I'm proud of her. Okay. So yeah, I've said it.
Did you mean it?
I mean it. I'm getting the microphone. I mean it. It's just I'm thinking, do I say it to my sister?
Okay. What are you proud of your sister for?
Being married to her husband is one. That takes. That's strength, girl. Yeah. But I mean, everybody's for somebody. You know, he's a great person. He's a great guy. But everybody's grace for somebody, I believe. And she's definitely grace for him. Bless him. I love him to death, though. Can't nobody else say anything bad about him, I'll kill him. But
we're like, girl, thank you for taking him out of the pool. Jesus bless it.
But you know, being a full-time student, full-time mommy, full-time wife, we grew up in horrible circumstances. Okay. I mean,
that'll be on the daddy tissue.
That will be on the daddy tissue episode.
I can't wait to hear about it. I know I shouldn't be excited about your bad childhood.
It's interesting to hear, though.
I'm just nosy.
Yeah.
That's why I'm on the other one.
But just seeing where we came from and just seeing how she blossomed. And I think she's a great mother. Well, so good. I'm very proud of her. I'm proud that she's my sister. Like, I brag about my sister. Yeah. So I think I brag about my twin sister. Thank you, earpiece.
I did hear a little feed in the earpiece on that one.
I'm proud of her, you know. So, and I tell Ash that I'm proud of her, you know, and I help with anything I can help with. Let me know. I guess that's my way of showing that I support what you really like. Yeah. So,
well, that's good. Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah, that's why I offered my lighting services, but the other half of Nosey was like, I ain't trying to bring it. I'm like, dude, it was cheap. It was affordable.
Oh, the moon and stars. Gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
Like, what about you? It's a carrying bag. It sets up in 3 seconds.
They look complicated.
Very easy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very easy. I offered.
Yeah, it's a lot toting.
It's light.
Maybe. Oh, it is light. Mm-hmm. My earpiece keeps getting louder.
But anyway, your friends, do you tell them that you're proud of them often?
I think I do.
Yeah, see, sometimes someone asks you that, you second guess, like, dang, do I say it? I mean it.
Yeah, now that you put me back on the spot, I'm like, oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, macaroni and cheese, we've come a long way. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, we grew up in the undisclosed location. Mm. The original. The OG. You know, I think sometimes life moves so quickly. Like, I forget to even look back and go, I really have come a long way.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird because I think back like even 6 years ago, which is not a long time at all. I think maybe we're getting to 7, but 6 years ago, it's not like when I was a child. You know what I mean? But like 6 years ago, I was angry all the time. I was driving all over the country, flying all over the place, working all the time. I was either at work or in transit to the next work.
Oh, I know.
I was just, you know, eating whatever I could find on my way to the next thing. And I was just miserable forever. Mm-hmm. And so like somebody would say something, I'd be like, ugh, that bitch. And I didn't really care that she was alive. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, oh, that bitch. I don't even care. Why did I feel the need to respond? But it was my anger, like flooding out. Mm-hmm. And now like, I'm so the opposite. Like people that have met me in the last 3 years, that person, they would be like, who is that person? Like, I don't know who that is at all. I've never met that person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Sure.
But I think because life moves so quickly, like macaroni and cheese and I, like he's been through so much and I've been through so much. And, you know, we may forget to say, I'm proud of you. But I know like for me, when I'll go to Macaroni and Cheese's house or whatever. And I'll say like, that table looks good. Mm-hmm. It's not I'm proud of you word for word, but I recognize that table looks good.
Right.
Or, oh, when did you get this mirror? That looks nice there. Mm-hmm. So it's more like little things. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I necessarily say, ooh, girl, I'm proud of you. I don't know if I say that, but I mean, I would think that we say things to each other.
Well, they know
like,
that's there.
For him, for Macaroni and Cheese, he reminds me that he's listening to the podcast.
Okay.
And I think that's his way to be like, keep going. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
I'm proud of you. Or whatever. I keep going, Right. Because he was like, I need my next episode. I finally called up or whatever. And, I think that's his way of saying, so maybe not word for word, I'm proud of you, but we say it in a different way.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Because my friend, she told me last Sunday, she was like, what'd she say? I need prayer after listening to y'all last podcast. And I'm like, you listen? Yeah. And it just really made me feel like, oh my God, she listens. Yeah. I didn't say, oh my God, girl, you listen? I was like, what did you think?
Did you?
I was like, what did you think? Oh my gosh. And then I sent it to Michael. And I'm like, look, Michael. I was happy that she listened, so I do appreciate that. Keep listening, boo. So, I guess that's her way of saying do your thing. She said it was really good, funny. She enjoyed it. Good. So, but I didn't know that she listened because she listened. I was like, I didn't know she listened either. Yeah. So it was a happy moment for me. It made me smile.
Well, good.
So
good.
But yeah.
But do you think for women, me and Michael talked about how for men that's a hard thing. Mm-hmm. But for women, do you think it's because women are mean to each other?
We are
chiseled. You're chiseled by the oppressor, and then you chisel out to other women. Not you specifically, but do women have a hard time congratulating other women? Because I think y'all shit on the ones that get put on the pedestal. That was my opinion.
Yes.
And I was correct.
I disagree.
Oh, okay.
But I agree. But disagree at the same time. Okay, so.
Okay, I was half right. Okay, I can live with that.
So it's not that the woman on the pedestal is not doing great. Uh-huh. She is. She's probably doing her thing, but she probably stepped on the one that's, to get there. You're like, they think she's all great, but she stole my idea. She did this and this. And so there's a lot of a backstory. Like it's not like you look at her and be like, oh, I'm hating. It's like, you know a whole lot about her and you don't like her, that type thing. Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
God, that sounds so complicated. Continue.
And that's mostly what it is because, as women, we're more emotional. So we don't like you. There's a reason why we'd have made up in our mind why we don't like you. But there's like a stone cold reason. Like
she didn't say good morning to me.
We're not that petty. I mean, we're petty, but we're not that petty.
The women at my undisclosed work location are that petty.
Amen.
This just in. Amen from the peanut gallery.
There are people that are, if you don't say good morning to them, okay, what I done did. They're offended by that. And they don't take in consideration that I have a lot of other stuff going on in my mind. I don't have time to talk to you right now.
Right. And it has nothing to do with you.
It's not about you. It's about me and my mind, what I'm going through. So, but.
Right. I'm sorry. There's some rumbling in my earpiece. Eating what?
We're not talking to y'all.
My earpiece is rumbling over here.
But I just think it's more of something made, and not necessarily made up, but it's a backstory to why you don't like, why women tear down women. It's not just.
Men don't have that.
I
don't think men have that. Genuinely.
I don't know. I know there's some men who tear down men, and.
Well, but that's to get the whop. Men tear down men on a mission to a woman. But here's the thing, though. They're only tearing him down to you. Mm-hmm. But in real life, they had dinner.
Oh, okay.
Drinks? That sounded gay. They have beer at the bar. At the lounge. No, lounge is with the women. Bar. They watch sports.
Men can have dinner together. That's not funny.
We had lunch. So what? Anyway, but they the two of them, they're, I think because, especially with straight men when it comes to women, there's an understanding. One of us needs to get this. Who's going to be first to get it?
Okay. So.
I will shit on you so I can get it. But then tomorrow we'll go have beer and watch a game or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right. For the WAP, basically.
For the WAP.
Okay.
It's all for the WAP.
Oh, okay. See, for a woman, it's personal.
Right.
It's very
But
personal.
it's complicated and it's intertwined with a lot of backstory. And that just is exhausting.
It is. I mean, it is. Well, anger is exhausting, to be honest. Like, it takes a lot to be mad at somebody. Yeah. So there's this girl that I used to consider a friend, and I call her a girl. Because I'm not going to call her out of her name.
Kunta.
This girl.
Kunta with a C.
So I tell this lady that this is what I want to do. This is my dream. I'm going to start a t-shirt business. I'm going to do it so I can get enough money to start up Style by Gabby, la la la. I got this, I got that. I mean, I'm just pouring out all my happiness because I'm thinking this person is my friend.
Yeah.
Well, they turn around.
Is it She by Sheree? That's how long it's been side cable.
That's a long time. Well, I don't have cable either, but I have Netflix and Paramount.
I love a DVD. I have like
500.
Reporting live from the scene. But like let me tell you, this is me. This is my personality. My favorite show in the world is Mama's Family.
I love that show.
I have all 6 seasons. Mm-hmm. There's the 2 original seasons, and then there's the 4 seasons that came after a break. Anyway, I could literally watch that for the rest of my life, and I would have no complaint.
Oh.
Continue to do. Apparently, I am doing it already. Someone said I'm doing it already.
Bless it. If you love it, do it. I watch the same movie every night before I go to bed. Yeah. It's something that puts me to sleep. That's why I watch it. Right. But it's not nothing that I love. But anywho, I'm telling homegirl my hopes and dreams. Yeah. I'm excited. Yeah. About a week or 2 later, all of a sudden, where'd you get your press from? We should do this. Can you show me? Now, all of a sudden, now she wants to start one. Yeah. And at first, I'm like, well, you know what? I learned on YouTube University. I mean, a lot of research, whatever. Yeah. At first, I was like, okay, well, I'll show them. But then I realized that, it's not me, it's my husband. He wants to do it. Now, all of a sudden, it's not your idea anymore. Like, I took offense to it. Like, I told you what I wanted to do, and now you're turning around and copying it. Yeah. You have not thought about a t-shirt at all. And she can lie and say she had. Yeah. So I felt betrayed by that. Okay. But I could easily forgive that. Because I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's me overreacting. Yeah. So I can forgive that. But then I saw how she treated other friends that we called friends. Like she...
So you were just on the scorecard.
Yeah, it's like I saw like someone came and showed up for a nice, beautiful party for her mother. And the girl was there. She never did anything to me. And then as soon as she left, she called somebody on the phone like, can you believe what this bitch had on? She had on this, and this. And I'm like, but you said, bye sis, love you. Like, what the hell? Like, I just saw how she treated other people. I'm like, you know what? We fell out about this. I can only imagine what you're saying about me to everybody but me. Yeah. Like, where you're pretending like we're good. You stole her idea. Yeah.
Probably.
So I'm like, I couldn't be friends.
Because women do that to each other. And that makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I just, like, how I am, like, with you, that's how I am when you're not around. Yeah. I don't say you're my sister and I love you. You talk shit about me. I have no shit to talk. Yeah. Michael's different.
Michael be talking shit all the time.
I know he do. I talk it back. I'm just kidding. He's great. But it's like, I saw how you treated people who you called sister. And I see, okay, you did this and we kind of fell out a little bit, but then I kind of see how you talked about them and everything and everybody and their mama. I know I'm no different. Yeah. You've known them longer than you know me. True. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's cut this friendship off. Like I did it immediately. So if for some reason I look in a magazine and there goes her business, good for her. I'm not proud of her by any means. Yeah. Fuck that her. Bitch. Excuse my language. But I knew what she did to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew it was not a hard effort. I knew that along the way, along with me and maybe 50 other people, you shitted or stole something from them and it's not a genuine. That's where it's complicated. That's very complicated. But that's a woman's thinking. It's not like just because, it's not just because she's doing great. Because I I think it's good.
That's that whole cussing out thing.
Yeah.
What was that you and Michael talked about, the cussing out? Like Karen, the ex come and talk to me.
The ex came and talked
Remember the ex came and talked to them at a party?
Yeah. Where I said, well, you could kind of play it off like...
Girl.
This... Because it's just...
Ladies.
Well, women know how women are.
Ladies. But here's the thing, though. Let me tell... Ladies, I'm talking directly to you ladies. Let me tell you this. Mm-hmm. If your man goes and sleeps with Karen, he wasn't your man.
I agree.
I'm not saying encourage him to go to Karen. Yeah. I'm just saying, if your man goes over here and sleeps with Karen, he ain't your man.
I agree.
Stop stressing yourself. Stop pulling your hair. Stop doing all that stuff. Stop cussing people out.
That is easier said than done.
If he goes over here and sleeps with Karen, he ain't your man.
Okay. I agree. 100%. I agree. He's not your man. Like, you can't take somebody that can't be tooken. I don't know if that's really bad English. He's takeable. So you took him. Whatever. But in that moment, it's easier to, hindsight is 20/20. I always say 50/50, but I think it's 20/20 because it's sight.
20/20. Perfect vision.
Yeah, perfect vision. Yeah. But in that moment, you're like, that's he's my man. I done this for him.
Doesn't matter.
In the end, you end up looking dumb.
Yeah.
And I've looked dumb minty times before.
Oh, that was the other thing you said. I was just curious about that because when you show up and Karen goes, yeah, I was with your man, you could be like, oh, how was it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's so
sometimes women say, I was with your man the other day because they're wanting to chisel you. Mm-hmm. And if you're like, how was it? Mm-hmm. Now she's got to come up with a lie.
Oh,
do you know what I'm saying? Like, she's got to come up with something quick. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, he's fine.
Yeah.
Good.
So I was messing with the guy.
Uh-huh.
He wasn't necessarily mine, but I was messing. It was a long time ago. Uh-huh. Don't judge me. I was messing with this guy, and at our job, there was, because we worked together at an undisclosed building, which is a mess. You don't get your honey where you get your money. I'm just saying. So, anywho, there was
You get a taste of honey.
Oh, that's dangerous.
I don't. I work with white women. Insert barking up the wrong tree. But I feel you.
Yeah.
Because then you got to look at you.
Yeah, it's awkward.
Yeah.
So, anywho, even though me and this guy were still good friends to this day. But anywho, so there was this, we were in the same department together.
Okay.
I left the department, but he was still there.
Okay.
And we still had our relationship.
Yeah.
So a new person came to the department, freaking psychopath, and I mean she was crazy. So when she first seen him, and this is what she told him, that when she first seen him, she fell in love with him. And he told me this, and I said, okay, psychopath, like, you need to stay away from that, because I couldn't really say anything about him. He was not my man.
You shot on her full.
And so I was like, psychopath. So I don't like her. So hey, boo.
That bitch crazy.
Anywho,
this just in, she's crazy.
So, anywho, I wanted overtime. So I would go to the department and work some overtime. Okay. Make some money, pay some bills off, whatever. So anywho,
the bills come every month.
Right. So I'm in there and they say, you're going to go in this room, you're going to help homegirl. And I'm like, okay. Like, it's a job, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So we're in there working and she was like, oh, I don't know how to tell you this, because she didn't like me. She said I was a distraction to him whenever I came around. I'm like, of course I'm a distraction. Look at me, But anyway.
He's hitting this. The secret is he's hitting this.
Yes.
And he's looking at what he get to hit later.
True story. So I'm like, so she didn't like me, which was fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. I did not like her, but just the fact that she said what she said. Like, he's a distraction. Okay, whatever. Anywho. So I'm in there working, helping, going through this stuff that we were going through, because I don't want to say. Anywho, and then she says, oh, I slept with Peanuts. I don't know a good name. Peanuts. I slept with Peanuts. I said, okay. And I kept working.
With that face?
Yeah, I was like, okay. And I kept on working because I'm like, first of all, I know you're lying. He tells me everything. So
hopefully.
Hopefully. But I'm like, oh, okay, cool beans. And she was like, you're not upset? And I'm like, why would I? He's not my man. Why would I care? And I kept working, whatever. And the inside, I was hot. I was
she wanted to know if it was your man.
Yes, I'm like, is my man? Good for y'all.
Yeah.
Kept on working or whatever. So I was in there for about another 30 minutes. I couldn't just leave out because she would have known I was pissed. Right. So I finally left out. I cussed him out. Not in front of them, like, because I went to another area, and of course he followed me. I mean, not that he was like a little dog or anything, but, you know. And so I cussed him out, and he was like, no. And he was like, that never happened. That never happened. Like, I ain't never touched that girl, ever. Yeah. Like, I would never. I'm like, okay, well, she said you did.
Never, ever? Go ahead, sorry.
That was perfect. And I believe them.
Okay.
Because he has no reason to lie to me. Like, we're friends. Right. We know what this is. Like, you have no reason to lie to me.
Yeah.
This bitch
starts telling everybody.
No, go back and tell people. I was in the room crying, saying, when did this happen? I was like, the fuck? No one did. There was no sadness for tears that came to me. It was anger and rage. Yeah. So if you saw anything, it wasn't going to be no tears. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and I'm like, did she really go back and tell? He was like, yeah. He said, I tried to correct. I'm like, but still, this bitch. Like, I don't. So even if you could be like, oh, how was he? You still got some people like her who will lie and be like, yeah, she was crying. I'm like, no, I wasn't.
I'm glad not to be female. Life seems hard.
It is. As a female.
See, my problem would be if Silly Psycho, if she were to say that about me in front of everybody, I would be like, did your lie make you feel better?
See, somebody came and told me about like 2 or 3 days later.
And, ma'am, did your lie make you feel better? Because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People do that because they think they can get away with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Bad
well,
bitch.
So we're not proud of her. Fuck her.
Yeah.
But see, she's crazy. See, the other thing I think for guys, we're like, he's crazy. Like, you're going to have a shitty life because you're crazy.
Yeah.
I don't need to add to your shitty life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
because it's a shitty life.
Yeah. So, I mean, she moved away.
Yeah.
She still writes him on Snapchat every now and then. And then, of course, he tells me.
She is so
And I'm
thirsty.
like, don't she live in, like, Oklahoma or something? Like.
So, going back to flirting, what about this man that we're still talking to? Are we not?
Me and him don't talk like that anymore.
What happened?
He got married.
I literally almost said, and? I'm just kidding. Okay.
Yeah, he's married with a beautiful wife and children.
Okay.
And she is pretty.
Okay. So y'all just never, the moment never arose for y'all like to be a little more?
That's a different episode. It did.
Okay. Oh, y'all attempted and it didn't go well?
No. Okay, so I don't know, producer, what time do we
Keep on going.
Okay, so we, I don't know how to flirt. So I'm telling you this, I don't know what I'm doing. So I sent him a message on Facebook.
Okay.
And he saw it like 2 days later. So we were working together and we were in the break room. And I'm like, okay, he saw it. He's just ignoring it, whatever. And we used to play gin rummy on break. Okay. So we're playing gin rummy. Yeah, and he was my partner. No, he wasn't. We didn't have partners. But anywho, what we say, it was one person here, me, and then him and somebody else. So we're playing, and all of a sudden I see him look at his phone. He go, and I'm so embarrassed. Like, I'm like, oh my God.
Why are you embarrassed?
Because he saw it. I didn't want him to see it in front of me. No, it was me telling me how I felt about him. Like, I like you.
Confession.
I want to be with you. Yes. So I'm like, oh shit. Oh my God. So I'm like, I was so embarrassed. But he said that he wanted to work things out with his now wife and all that stuff. And I said, okay, cool beans. So it didn't work.
Oh.
Yeah. It's okay.
I think you should try the approach. Just ask for what you want. I think that's all women really have to do. This just in, there's food in the horizon. Anyway, so being proud of people, I don't know what to do now. I'm being told not to continue.
Yeah.
Plenty of time earlier, I believe is what the thing said.
Yeah, that's what mine said too.
Mine changed its tune. But I think the proud of you thing, it's one of those things where I think it's It's hard to say because there's no modeling for it.
That's right.
Like, there's no movies where they're like, oh, girl, I'm proud of you.
Because it doesn't make good movies. You know?
That's true, too.
Yeah, you want...
But there's no modeling of it.
Yeah.
So I think that's why, especially for men, but I think even for women, even though women are encouraged to feel the range of emotions, they're still not I'm proud of you. Like, my parents were very, you don't brag on yourself. You do well and let everybody else brag on you. And so that's how I've lived my entire life.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And so it's like, somebody will say, did you know that you did a really good job? And I'm like, oh, thanks.
You're like, I know this, but I'm not going to say this.
But I'm just going to be like, oh, okay.
Oh.
Because here's the thing. When you open yourself up to the good, you also open yourself up to the bad. I think Michael said that earlier in an episode, but it's something that I've known for years. But he said it well, and I think that's how he said it. Whatever. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, girl. For your statement. But I forgot what I said.
You open yourself up for the good.
Yeah, if you open yourself up for the good, you just the bad comes with it. So it's like, for me, I'm like, I can be internally proud of myself. And I can look back and go, I really have come a long way. I don't have to tell you that. I can just say that to me. And that's enough for me.
I have to learn that.
It takes time. It takes time. Yeah. It was a whole lot of dry days.
Yeah.
That took time.
See, my whole thing is, shouldn't I be doing this anyways? So it's like, I'm like, this is part of, so when someone says, I'm proud of you for so-and-so, I'm like, oh, well, thank you. And really, like, oh my gosh, I'm thinking that's what I'm supposed to do.
You're like, girl, I paid my phone bill.
Yeah.
AT&T was real proud of me this month. She said, ooh, a day early.
Y'all will never get paid a day early. It's always going to be the day of. Or after, depends on pay periods. But the point is, I'm thinking, like, when someone says, I was having this conversation with my pastor that I work with, and about dating and, dry spell, is it me, whatever. Yeah. And she was saying, you know what, you have this,
Did
you
talk
have
about
that.
With your pastor that you had that thing?
No.
Oh, just no dates. Okay.
Yeah, no dates.
I thought,
No, hopefully she
thought,
doesn't watch
who is this pastor? Let me talk to her. Hey, pastor.
Just dating in general. Like,
gotcha.
It's not everything I want it to be at this moment. So she was saying, you're this, you got this, I'm very proud of you. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Like, I'm thinking I'm supposed to have my own place. I'm supposed to have a job. I'm thinking that's what a woman is supposed to be. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, I don't look at it as like, you should date me because I'm all this and this. But she was like, that's really a good quality. I'm like, oh, thank you. Because I'm thinking to myself, are all women not trying to do this? Like, no, they're not. That's me. I see now.
No.
Yeah, but then the ones with the men's is...
Well, but are they happy? See, the problem is we compare ourselves to their outsides without knowing inside what's going on.
That is so true.
So that's another thing with that to be careful with.
Yeah. So...
Educational podcast. Okay, well, I'm glad I like that you and your pastor have that relationship.
Yeah, we do. She's good. She gives me
that
really
was
good
encouraging,
advice.
though.
It was. She called. I was having a bad day on a Sunday because I work on Sundays, and then she called me like I want to say that Monday, and she was like, "Hey, I just want I was thinking about you," and she was saying, "I'm like," and it really made me feel really good. Yeah. Like it did. It made me feel better about my situations. So
well, and I think anytime somebody says they're proud of you or whatever version of "I'm proud of you" they say, it does make you feel good in the moment.
It does. Yeah. It doesn't have to be the words, I'm proud of you. Just great job.
Right.
Like you killed it.
Like, ooh, girl.
Yeah. Oh, this is nice.
Look at the shoes. Yes.
Word, bitch.
Yes.
Or like Ashley say bad. When something look good, she go bad.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
But it's nice to have that every once in a while.
It is nice to have that. Sometimes you have to hear it.
Sometimes you need to hear it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
very true.
So,
all right, let's wrap this up because I'm hearing food's on the horizon, and I love to eat.
I do too. So thank you so much.
Anytime.
I enjoy you being here with Patty. Ashley, your job.
We got you, girl. And I'm Ash. We got you, girl.
Follow Patty with Good Intentions on. Say it, Instagram.
At Patty with
Good Intentions. Follow me on Instagram at Bridget D. Follow Style by Gabby at style.by.gabby. Also, YouTube page with just that one little video on it at What's in Gabby's Closet.
You should continue that.
What's in Gabby's Closet? Yeah, I would. I just got my lighting. So now
Absolutely.
There's just in.
Did your earpiece ring? Go ahead. Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Oh, you know I'm not good at this. We have an email. Nosey. Jesus Christ. Hey, camera 3. We have our email. I like to talk to you. We have our email. noseywithgoodintentions@gmail.com. We also have the Instagram. Nosey with Good Intentions. Then we have a TikTok where the thirst traps are. Nosey with Good Intentions. Then Michael hit you with a little confusion. Nosey Good on the Twitter. And then we have the YouTube channel. Hopefully they're watching.
Yes.
Hopefully you're watching. We have the YouTube channel, Nosey with Good Intentions, with our sister pod. Is on the same list, but it's under Nosey with Good Intentions.
Yes.
Comment, like, and subscribe.
Yes!
And hit that notification bell.
Yes, girl!
So anyway, is that it?
Yeah. Especially comment. We want to hear from you.
Please comment.
Yes.
And send an email. The email also can be to Petty as well.
As well, yes.
Like if you want to respond to Petty, you can do the nosey at noseywithgoodintentions@gmail.com as well.
Yes, and we would love to read your comments or questions.
Yes.
Live on our podcast.
Yes.
So,
and we'll forget to ask permission, so we're not going to say your name.
yeah.
But email us anyway.
Bye.
See you next time.